How's it going, fishing fam? Welcome back to Hooked. It's your boy Big DS, and on today's episode, we are going to be comparing two rival mystery lure box bags, whatever you want to call these. We have the new edition of the Mystery Tackle Box Pro and my first bag from Monsterbass. Now, if you recall from the last episode I did where we tried to do the Mystery Tackle Slam with the box I've got from Dick's, I was a little disappointed with that box. I decided I was going to give it another chance. I signed up for the monthly membership, which I heard was much better, so I wanted to give this one a chance. And then while I was looking up memberships for this, I stumbled upon Monsterbass, which I wanted to check out because it seems very interesting. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna unbox both of these boxes today, and then we're gonna decide which one we want to do a slam on, depending on which one we think the lures are better suited for. Mystery Tackle Box has like 5 or 6 different iterations of the boxes that they send out every month, as opposed to Monsterbass that has regional bags. So depending on where you live, they send you lures designed to fish where you're at. Now, before we get into that, I know y'all noticed the new headgear, so I want to give a quick shout out to Cali Leather Designs. I hit him up. I told him I needed to get some new hats made, and he definitely pulled through for me. He came up with a bunch of different designs for me. So if y'all need some work done for some new headgear, make sure y'all hit him up. I will put his Instagram right there. So yeah, hit him up. So now, let's go ahead and see what's in these boxes. Now, both of these are the May boxes. I haven't opened them yet, so I don't know what's in them. So, for the Mystery Tackle Box, this is the May box. First lure we are getting out is the Live Target Bait Ball Spinner Rig. This looks like a mixture between an Alabama rig, a spinner. This is actually pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. You get the option to look at what's coming in your boxes right when they ship them to you. I chose to not look at what's coming in either my bag or my box, but the Live Target bait ball, pretty dope. What else we got? Another Live Target shiner. This looks like a topwater rig. It's got some dope coloration, if y'all can see that. Not bad. Mustad hooks, size 4/0. Mustad is a dope brand, so can't go wrong with that. What is this? We got a Marabou Pro Runner horsehead jig. So it's got the underspin, it's got the feathers, it's got a horsehead. This looks like it might be a crappie lure. I don't know what this would be. Slow presentation, flash, vibration equals more fish. So 1/8 of an ounce. So you would have to use spinning. It's a finesse type bait. Now, one thing that's cool about Mystery Tackle Box is that they do match up what you get with what you need. So they gave me the Mustad hooks, and they're giving me soft plastics to go with them. So these are the Smart Baits. What are these? Smart Baits color changing baits. Oh, that's actually dope. So I'm guessing these change colors with the water. Activated by water temperature, Smart Baits, soft baits undergo multiple color changes to imitate live bleeding prey fish that will trigger fish to strike. I have never heard of these guys. I actually want to try them. So this starts off at like a green. It starts off at a watermelon red flake color, and with the temperature of the water, it looks like it's gonna change. That's cool. That's really cool. And then finally, the last lure in the box, it looks like, is the Cabin Creek Crawls. Doesn't say the color, doesn't say what their actual name is. It's just soft plastic, lemon pepper looking little guy. All right. So for my first, what else we got? We got the dibble. Comes lots of tips, tricks on how to fish your stuff. You get the price list that gives you everything that came in the box and how much it costs. The most expensive thing in the box are the 2 live target baits that we got. So we got the bait ball spinner rig and the hollow body shiner. Those are the 2 most expensive ones at $14 and $13.99 each. Not the best box. I am very intrigued by the bait ball spinner rig, and then you get this interesting little sticker, the flexing fish. That's a nice one for the collection. So that's gonna do it for mystery tackle box for the month of May. Now let's see what Monsterbass is all about. So Monsterbass comes shipped to you in a bag. It's not a box. They used to be a box, but they recently switched. Now, when I opened up my membership, I originally signed up for a monthly membership, but then I got an email with like a promo saying that if you converted into a 3-month membership, they would throw in a bunch of lures for you, which I thought was really good. So I took the deal, and they sent a whole bunch of extra lures to come with the box. That's a point for Monsterbass in my book, because I don't see Mystery Tackle Box doing that. So when I upgraded my membership, they sent me a bunch of vicious cranks. So I got a deep diving crankbait kit from Vicious Cranks. Interesting colors. Oh, there's one more in here. Oh, they gave me a sexy shad one. Then they gave me it's supposed to be 4 Thunder Crickets by Strike King. Yep, they're right here. So I was able to get 4 Strike King Thunder Crickets in the green pumpkin. Those are expensive in and of themselves. I think they're like 15, 20 bucks each, which I think is a dope deal. Now let's go for the bag. Like I said before, Monsterbass recently switched to sending their membership things in a bag. It's reusable, so people use this for their kayaks, for storage, for whatever they need to use them for. But I think it's a dope concept. The bag feels a little flimsy, like a good hook would probably rip through this, but I think the idea is there. So the first thing we're gonna pull out is another Vicious Crank. It's an interesting color though. Let's open this guy up, bro. If you look at the colors on this guy, it's got some real nice shine to it. It's got a deep rattle. This is pretty legit. I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like this color. I am a big fan of crankbaits. I think they're awesome, but I've caught 1 fish on a crankbait actually. The next thing we're gonna get is, we got a topwater frog, Raptor Matte Crusher frogs. It's an interesting color. I've never used a frog before, so it's gonna be interesting to get this guy in the water. We have a Strike King KVD spinnerbait. This one's interesting. Again, like I said in the last video, the other video I did in the Mystery Tackle Slam, I like spinnerbaits. I think they're awesome, but I've never caught a fish. I've never even had a bite with them, so we'll see what happens there. Next lure, we have Big Bite Baits Kamikaze Swim-Ons. 4.5 ounces. Let's rip this guy open and see what it is, because I can't tell if these are paddle tails or if they are crawls. Oh, they're like little, they're not paddle tail swimmers, but they're like crawl swimmers. That's pretty interesting. The next one we're pulling out is the X-Zone Baits 4-inch Pro Series Slammer. This is in a green pumpkin blue flake. Never seen that before, but you can probably see right there. Look at the shine in this guy. That's pretty legit. So far, so good. Next bait, we have a Mustad Scatter Shad Bladed Jig. It's interesting. It's like one of these bladed jigs right here, one of these Thunder Crickets, but it's a Mustad brand, so I can assume that the hook is going to be good. And then they give you a pretty big, a pretty solid looking actually bag of hooks. This is a standout lever action fishing system. So I'm assuming these are for Tokyo rigs and certain drop shots, which is pretty dope. Last but not least, more Smart Baits color changing lures. So I got some new stuff to play with. Little paddle, I think I want to call them paddle tail worms. Not really sure what to call these guys, but interesting concept. I'm gonna have to do some research to see if these guys are actually legit or if it's just a gimmick. We got another little manual similar to Mystery Tackle Box. Gives us the pricing for every lure that we got. The most expensive ones here were the Mustad Scattershad, this guy right here, and then the Big Bites Kamikaze Swim On. So these two baits are supposed to be the most expensive ones we got in the Monsterbass bag. I am intrigued by this bladed jig, so we're probably going to be tying this one on soon. I will say, guys, when I'm looking at the contents of both boxes, let me grab the Mystery Tackle Box real quick. If I had to pick one, which one I'm happiest with, I am definitely most happier with Monsterbass. I am very much intrigued by the spinner, but this is like an Alabama rig but spinner version. So I'm really intrigued by this one. I think this one's gonna hook some fish on for sure. So that's gonna do it. I'm gonna have to give the dub this month to Monsterbass for sure. We're gonna give it one more month with Mystery Tackle Box. I'm a little disappointed with Mystery Tackle Box still outside of this the spinning bait ball deal, but you can't argue. I mean, lures are lures. All of these guys are gonna catch fish. All right, gang, real quick before I close out the video, we have officially hit 180 people strong on the Big Diaz Hooked Fishing family. So if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And while you're at it, hit that bell notification so that you know every time we put out one of these heaters. You guys are doing us a huge favor just by liking and subscribing. And if you don't like the content later, you can always unsubscribe. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Keep on fishing, keep those lines tight, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!